All right, my man, the following fight is 3 rounds in the 147-pound weight division. Introducing first, fight on the red corner. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighed at fight time at 144.8 pounds. Fighting out of Lomita, California, representing Blue 9 Martial Arts, Edgar Zaragoza! And introducing the opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighed at fight time at 147.4 pounds. Fighting out of Lincoln Heights, California, representing Matador Training, Melvin Guerra.
And there you have it. At 147 pounds, this bout is contested for 3 2-minute rounds. Edgar Zaragoza taking on Melvin Guerra. Melvin wearing the black gloves with blue tape around his wrist. And Edgar with the red gloves. Here we go for round number 1. Oh, 1-2 straight from Edgar. Oh, and Melvin returns that favor. Flying knee comes up short. And this high-paced kickboxing action. These guys waste no time here. Jump push kick follows by a big cross. And each fighter here trying to establish their dominance, trying to be the alpha fighter. Edgar trying to push forward. Melvin trying to find his groove.
Is it important to find your distance early in the fight?
Well, you know, it's an amateur fight, and it's a 2-minute round, and sometimes you don't have as much time as you think you do. And sometimes you want to be the alpha fighter. You want to establish that dominance to put the fighter, the second fighter, as the beta fighter, so they have to think more about defense. And Edgar's trying to do that right now. He's trying to be the alpha fighter. But Melvin's not getting any distance in return. He's saying, hey, I'm here just as alpha as you. I'm an alpha dog too. You see Edgar using that jump kick and kind of landing in, following up with punches. He's able to score a few times with that. His punches seem a little bit sharper. But Melvin, there's no quitting him. Look at him go. He's just hanging in, staying right there in the pocket. We see a little blood trickling down Edgar's face.
Looks like Edgar got a scratch. Something happened there.
And here he uses that jump kick, try to jump on in again. Final 10 seconds. And big hands going at each other. Boom.
Headhunters at the end there.
Wow, man. What a great way to open this night here at FightersRep number 12. Again, we're sponsored by Ali Optimum Wellness, Channel Lumber, Nueva Real Estate, and Citizen Athlete. And, man, what a great card to be sponsoring on.
Absolutely. That was brutal. These guys came out banging. They brought it. So if that's the first round of tonight, expect nothing but bone-crushing blows to be brought to you by FightersRep tonight. So incredible first round.
Who do you see the advantage on that first round for?
Well, truthfully, Edgar Zaragoza kept Melvin Guerra on his heels. You know, he pressed the envelope, seemed to control the space a lot better. But both of these gentlemen, again, first round, 2 minutes, just standing and banging.
That's right. And the fight can change at any moment. This is kickboxing rules. There's no clinching here. There's no elbows. The fight can't be slowed down by grappling or clinching each other. So this is a high-paced fight. And we see that high pace right now, and we'll see more of it here on round number 2. The fighters touch gloves again. Melvin trying to establish that jab, but it's the combination of Edgar coming in. Edgar going upstairs and downstairs to the body, up and down.
It's incredible, changing levels, mixing it up.
He is drawn. Blood has been drawn on him. Melvin has made him drew blood.
Comes in with that jump kick once again, just mixing it up. I like his style. Melvin sticking to his fundamentals, though, not going down, trying to pick his shots a little better.
Now, I'm looking at Melvin's headgear. It looks like it might be a little bit low, and it's kind of obstructing his vision just a little bit. But he's in there. He's hanging right on in there, shuffling that feet left and right.
It's got to be frustrating when you give it all and the opponent keeps coming back at you. You got to mix that up.
Edgar tries that little jump again, comes in with a swift jab. Some big hands coming in and some big combinations by Edgar. Edgar drives him in the pocket into the corner. Melvin's got to fight his way out. Oh, low kick there by Edgar. And Melvin's corner screaming to keep his hands up. Again, it's these big hands by Edgar, throwing them in combination. And that's the end of round number 2. Now, I want you to take a look at Melvin's shin guard. See, the problem I have with a lot of these fighters is that when they wear the shin pads and the cloth underneath the ball of their feet is making them slip on the canvas, and I think they should pull that shin pad up just a little bit higher so he has a little bit more footing, because he's got good punches and he's very strong with it, but I see him kind of slipping and sliding. They make that adjustment with his shin pads. I think he would just be a little bit more on his mark.
I can see that they're a little low. They look like they're slipping, but it doesn't look like the coaches caught that. Sometimes you're more focused on what your hands are doing in these bouts. They got to pay attention to the legs too. It's super important, especially when it comes to footwork.
Oh, absolutely. You know, the cloth shin pads against this canvas, it becomes a slippery surface. Let's see if he can rally back and come back. I see Edgar taking this 2 rounds. Let's see if Melvin can come make some dominance here. There's a little timeout here. Let's see. Doctor is called in.
Probably for the scratch on the face of Edgar Zaragoza. Probably want to see how deep that is. We got blood.
We got blood. And
first match, and we got blood. That's what people come to see.
And here we are. Doctor says he's okay. The action resumes. And up and down for Edgar. Mixing up with push kicks.
Definitely showing a cardio gas tank in the 3rd round. Still going at it pretty hard. I love that.
Melvin's got to get out of that corner, circle around, create a little bit more distance, and find his rhythm. But he's stuck in that corner. Now there you go. Fight your way out of there. Create a little bit of distance, and boom, let those hands go.
And that's more than just a scratch. I see, looks like he took a good one to the nose. Might have a busted nose. That means
and Melvin rallies
connecting.
back. Yeah, he rallies back with those big hands. Edgar with that jab, big cross.
You're right. It might be a little bit of a gear ineffectiveness, but Melvin's still staying in the game.
And this is a high output fight here. Edgar mixing it up. Big punches up and downstairs, following up with low kicks. He's banging him in there.
That damage to the nose, do you think it's interrupting his breathing?
It probably is, but this adrenaline is so high right now, and he's really in that dominant position, trapping him into the corner, working that body. Oh, he eats a left hook from Melvin. And Melvin throwing some big punches, 10 seconds to change the course of this action. But Edgar just rallying nonstop, and this is just heat and bang.
Sheer volume from Edgar Zaragoza.
Edgar Zaragoza, very effective, using that little jump switch kick and sometimes faking that to get forward, inside, landing with that jab, falling with the cross, working that body and falling with leg kicks. He's really Very, very effective at mixing the high levels up and down. Melvin occasionally lands some very, very strong punches. I think his footing was a little bit off because of the shin pads. It was covering the ball of the feet. But nevertheless, hats off to Melvin, man. That's some great action.
That absolutely was great action.
Fight. Oh, somebody get you.
Edgar bringing the volume, Melvin staying in the pocket, taking it, and then giving it back whenever he possibly could.
Well, I see this fight going 3 rounds to Edgar.
I can't argue that point.
He started out very, very strong. And
Absolutely.
again, he wants to say, last time either I or you or somebody made a mistake. We made it sound like he dropped out of high school to become a fighter. He did not drop out of high school to become a fighter. Did not drop out of high school. All right. He gives me the thumbs up. Make sure we know and everybody knows this guy.
He brought his A game today because he did not let off that gas pedal.
All right, fight fans, let's give it up one more time for both of these warriors. What a way to start a show. Amazing. After 3 hard-hitting rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for their decision. All 3 judges scored about 30-27 for your winner by unanimous decision. From the red corner, Edgar Zaragoza!
And the Don, just like we called it, all 3 rounds go to Edgar Zaragoza. Melvin, very strong with those hands, throwing a little bit hard, come a little bit short. It was the combinations, the speed, the mixed levels of Edgar Zaragoza. They gave him the W tonight here on the opening bout of Fighters Rep number 12.
Just incredible. With the headgear on, you almost thought he was banged up. Man, he's got a big smile. He's loving every second of this.
Well, again, his sister, his ex-boyfriend got him into martial arts 4 years ago. 6 years ago, 4 years of training under Anthony Eisenhower, and he comes out victorious, happy.
Hey, great way to start off 2022 with a win.
Absolutely.
Good
His
for this
record
young
now
man.
improves to 3-0.
Edgar, it seems like every time you fight here in Fighters Rep, you get better and better and better. An amazing fight, action-packed from start to finish. Let's talk about your fight. It looked to me, and maybe I missed it on the last few fights, but you really started changing a lot of your levels of your striking, from a little low to middle to high, really putting those combinations together. Was that your strategy going into this fight?
It was. I knew he was a good boxer, so he's a way better boxer than me. So I'm not going to box the guy that's better at boxing than me. So I'm going to mix it up with kicks. And the only way to beat a boxer is run kicks.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Oh, very smart strategy. Now, were you a little perturbed by the fact that really everything at him, but he still kept coming back at you?
Yeah, he's a strong guy.
But you definitely proved that you were stronger. Do you have anything else you want to say to your fans and family here at Fighters Rep?
Just thank you for everyone for coming out. Thank you, George. And I love you, Coach.
There you go. Your winner once again, Edgar Zaragoza. Thank you very much, champ. Great job.